Hey, everybody, this is Anthony Gomes, and you're watching CMS TV. Turn it up.
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. Kicking off the show tonight, we heard something brand new from Stephen Pearcy, a new single out called I Need You. And we just heard Hammerfall there with Hearts on Fire, and a guy who's actually been 100% on fire, my good friend and partner, Chris Akin. What's going on there, Chris?
It's really just a mere 69%, not a full 100.
69%. All right.
69%.
Well, that's a pretty big heart.
Yeah. Blackened heart. That's why my heart's blackened. It's charred.
Exactly. So, well, here we are back on the Classic Metal Show. And I see our normal group has, gathered in the old Rumble chat room.
Yep, they're here.
So welcome, Rumble fucks.
Yep.
Although I greeted everybody earlier, not one person greeted me back. I feel bad today.
I think they don't like you anymore, man.
I'm getting that thing. I'm feeling that they're not going to like me anymore.
It's too funny.
God damn you guys. Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. But just glad to be back. And already I'm looking out the window. It's dark outside already.
Yeah. We're moving quickly into cold again.
Into the fall. I mean,
Yep.
it was just June, and now we're almost into September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this has been just a fucking nightmare, crazy fast summer.
Yeah, whirlwind year for me. It's just been crazy. Just I had ideas and thoughts and plans. I'd like to go do something, travel a little bit. Haven't done a goddamn thing. Not one thing.
Well, it's because you're working like a dog. I know. I don't even bother texting you most of the days just because it's like, I know when you get off, the last thing, first of all, I know you probably just set your phone somewhere else away from you so that it can't bother you, and you go do something. And I'm like, I'm not going to bother him.
Yeah, it's not a bother. I don't get that many people bothering me per se. I really don't hear much from anyone at all, really. Once in a while, I get a call from our good friend Sammy Lee, and once in a while, our good friend George Mahalovic hits me up. Of course, I hear from you. My nephews hit me up, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a guy thing. It's a guy. It's a guy clutch. All of us single dudes. All of us single guys, just living our lives. Working, making our money. Doing our thing.
Yep, that's it. So yeah, I'm getting better at not being on the phone all the time anymore. It's really, I've kind of gotten, midnight is sort of at midnight I push the phone away. I have a charger that's kind of out of reach of my hands.
Yeah.
And I put it on there now. And then I put the bag of weed gummies in front of it. So I actually have to do something, like to get to it, I have to actually do something. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be knocking shit over or whatever to get to my phone. So yeah, about midnight now, I'm done, no matter what, which is early from, as you know. I mean, there's always times where my stories start with, well, I was texting someone at 4:30 in the morning and,
Yeah.
I'm done with that. I take that gummy and I am donezo.
A bag of weed gummies.
Yeah.
So funny. It's just funny to hear you say that.
Well, it's what it is. It's a weed gummy.
I know it is. I mean, I know you've been on that regimen for close to 2 years now already.
Yeah.
So,
but it's working.
If it's helping and it's working and you're able to get the sleep you need.
That's it.
I've
been sleeping better than I have in ever.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been getting 7-8 hours of sleep at least 5 nights a week, which for me is amazing.
That is amazing. Amazing.
You've known me long enough to know 4 hours is generally it. And for me to be almost double that, I feel great. I really do feel great.
Yeah. I went out, I've been going out on Friday nights, just trying to get out of the house. And there's a place down the street here called Martini's, and a good friend of mine, Russell, he bartends down there, and he's a good dude. He's one of us. He's a gun guy, and
Okay.
we talk about guns, and we, hang out and just shoot the shit about life in general and things like that. And, trying to be sociable, I try to be a little more sociable. And so kind of one of the things that I do periodically to, just kind of liven up things at the bar, typically when, a new face comes through the door, I just automatically buy them their first drink,
Okay.
just to make it social.
Sure.
And I ran into a family last night that actually set up at the bar last night.
Okay.
And I bought them all drinks, and I met a new friend. His name is Kevin, and he's a documentarian. He concentrates on the Holocaust of all things.
Okay. Wow.
And he does a lot of documentaries and things on Holocaust survivors and all that kind of stuff,
Right.
pretty intelligent guy. He's been doing this a while, and he spent quite a bit of time in Germany,
Okay.
and doing his research. And, we got into talking about, the Nazis and the war and,
Sure.
bringing people to justice. And what brought that up is he was kind of telling me what he does. And I said, and the first thing that came to mind, remember back in, I'm trying to remember. It was the early part of the 2000s, I believe. It was that John Demoniuk, or how you
Yeah.
ever
The
it was
Demonic,
that Demoniuk.
the prison
was
guard guy that lived here.
Yeah. That he was a Ford worker,
Yeah.
and allegedly he supposedly was like a Nazi camp guard, but there was a lot of questions about that and whether he really was or not, or if it was mistaken identity, and they were shuttling him back and forth between Germany to stand trial, and I guess they convicted him over there or something.
Yeah. And then they like extradited him from here, didn't they?
Yeah, and then he died like a year later or something.
Yeah. He beat that rap.
So we were talking about that. I was asking if he remembered, that case at all.
Sure.
If he was familiar with it anyway. And we were just kind of chatting it up and, talking and, just having a pretty good time. Now, I showed up at this place at 6:00 last night.
Okay.
And God damn it, if I didn't look at the clock, it was 5 minutes to 11.
Like,
It's just like, where the hell did 5 hours go?
yeah.
It was crazy. I was just like, holy shit. Because it was last call and they were closing the joint down, and I was just like, holy shit, it's 5 minutes.
Closing at 11 o'clock on a Friday?
It's a restaurant
Oh,
bar.
all right.
It's not a bar, it's a restaurant.
Right.
So they close up at 11 on a Friday, and but anyway, I was just amazed at how fast the time went.
Yeah.
Because I was actually socializing, which is not something I do that often, but it was kind of fun to get out and, just kind of shoot the shit with people and, engage people in conversation,
Right.
and it was a good time. So a couple of the folks who said that they were, hanging out there that I bought drinks for, they said that they were going to tune in tonight and check out the show. And I said, well, we use a lot of bad words, so just be prepared.
So guess what? None of them will be at the restaurant next week. They'll be going somewhere else.
I'm not going if that fucking guy's going to be there. Fuck
There's some awful language there. They said pussy and shit and fuck.
Oh my God. Well, I warned him ahead of time. I said, well, there's some things that may not set well with you, but I'm just giving you the heads up.
Yeah, well, I actually think that they might enjoy things, especially the next segment 2,
Okay.
which I actually have a plan and did show prep for. It took like 2 hours to do show prep for.
Holy shit, you did show prep today.
I did a bit of show prep tonight, and hopefully this turns out to be good, not bad. We'll get to that later. I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing my ass off for the entire 2 hours.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So-
I need a good laugh.
Well, I think you're gonna get it with this. When you hear the whole story behind this and then what I did, you're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Nice.
So, yeah. Well, sounds like your week was fun. Just work.
Work, lots of work, lots of stress this week. But I I came home on Thursday, and the new season of Tires was out,
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
and so I binge watched all 12 episodes. I
Oh,
mean,
is the whole season up for season 3?
yeah, season 3 is up.
Okay.
Hey metalheads, tired of waiting for new episodes? Crave the real raw classic metal show? For just $4.99 a month, you can become a CMS VIP. You get every episode a full week early, completely uncensored, and 100% commercial free. It's the only place to interact directly with the show, plus you score the Fast Pass, so your song requests get bumped straight to the head of the line on every live version. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now at classicmetalshow.locals.com and become a CMS VIP today.
Yeah, so I came home Thursday. I was like, yeah, I haven't turned the TV on in probably over a week. So
Okay.
I thought I'm gonna see what's on TV, and sure as shit, the advertisement for the Shane
Tires.
Gillis show Tires popped up, and I went, oh great, the new season of Tire, dude. That show fucking is funny as hell.
It's funny. I'm like 6 episodes in, so I think I'm on the last episode of season 1. I think season 1 is only 6 episodes. I'm right to there, and it is funny. It's one of those shows, like, as I've talked about a million times, I always have a TV on, but I don't like when I'm working to watch something I want to watch, because then I'm watching the show and I'm not doing any work.
Right.
So a lot of times I end up on like the Pluto Law and Order channel or something, just
Sure.
noise more or less.
Yeah, just for background noise.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I've been working my way through Tires. It's funny as fuck. You know who I like though? And I know Shane Gillis is the star, and I don't know what the guy's name is, but like the brother that owns the tire shop, whatever his name is, or that runs it
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That guy cracks me up because he is so good at playing a loser nerd. I can't believe how good he is at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too good, man. I like that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, they're cousins, is what they are.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Shane Gillis and they're cousins, and his cousin runs the management end of it.
Mhm.
He's one of the mechanics, So
Right.
But season 3, holy shit! I'm not gonna give any spoilers
Sure.
away because it just came out this week. But I'm just gonna say this one thing: Shane Gillis. He's one of the very few comedians out there who has an actual TV show that represents people of conservative values and people who are 2A people, and there's not a lot of shows out there like that.
No, there's not.
And for him, because he's always picking on the liberals,
Right.
and you'll see in season 2, probably one of my favorite episodes of season 2 is when Shane Gillis they get a bonus at work.
Okay.
And he's like, what are you going to do with your bonus? He goes, I'm going to go to buy a gun. And he buys a gun and he brings it to work and he starts flagging everybody with it and shit. And he's like pointing it at his coworker there and stuff. And he goes, see that? That's called trigger discipline, but you wouldn't know anything about that because you're a liberal.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, so you'll enjoy it, but season 3, Jesus, holy
right.
shit, over the top.
Well, I'm slowly making my way to that. I actually discovered a pretty good one last night out of a weird place. I don't usually like anything new on this channel, but honestly, it came on only because I was like half high when it came on. I was watching Monday night or Friday night SmackDown, and it got to be 10 o'clock, and I had already taken a gummy, so I was like a little floaty in the head. And this show came on, and I'm telling you, when I tell you the name of this, 100 out of 100 times you click the button. But the show was kick-ass. It's called Amy Pigeon.
Okay.
And this does not sound like anything I would like. Honestly, it's about forest park rangers, and they're up in the mountains of somewhere. I'm not sure where, like Montana or somewhere. And they're protecting eagles. Like they have these cameras and shit with eagles, and then, chaos ensues, of course. But it's a serious show, and it features it features the girl. Her name is Tracy Spiridakis, and she was on the show Chicago PD, and goddamn is she is a fucking handful of dick going 100 miles an hour. She's like the main reason I was watching Chicago PD the last couple of years, but she left that show, I guess, to do this show because she's the lead in this show. But it's her and it's Tig from Sons of Anarchy.
All right.
And there's like this whole, she's like the park ranger, and then Tig is like the evil. I haven't figured out, they're only 2 episodes in, but I haven't quite figured out what he is yet, but he's some kind of like the evil rich guy that's trying to take over the land or some shit.
All right.
Good show though. I mean, really good show. I'm sitting there and I'm like looking at Tracy Spiridakis and going, turn around and run, do something that I can watch you bounce. I'm literally doing that. And before I know it, I'm into the show and I'm like, oh yeah, go get that kid. I'm like yelling at my TV and shit. So, great show. So, but weird as fuck. I mean, the name is terrible. The name is why the show's only going to last probably 2 years and get canceled. Who the fuck is going to tune in to watch Amy Pigeon? That's a terrible name.
Yeah, it's not a very compelling name now, is it?
No, well, dude, that's why I said 100 out. And if you, let me see if I can find the poster for it. It says it literally screams, "Don't watch me." Let me see here. Amy Pigeon, GLN show poster. Yeah, I mean, you see this poster. Let me pull it up here. Open image in new tab. Look at this poster. If you saw this, would you ever watch this?
No, it looks like what is that? What was that chick, that medicine woman? What was it?
Dr. Quinn Medicine. Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, I mean, everything about this is horror. It's Anna, not Amy, I guess, but Anna Pigeon. And it's just everything about it is bad as far as the look here. But then you watch the show and it's pretty fucking good. It's cut from like sort of that Yellowstone thing.
All right.
But it's a little more, it's sort of like Yellowstone, but it's also like a Law and Order type thing where there is a storyline that I'm assuming runs through the whole season, but it's one of those shows that you can also just jump in and watch one episode and you're fine, like a NCIS or one of those types of shows. So,
okay.
But dig it. Anna Pigeon. I never in a million years would have thought I'd be watching a show about a chick forest ranger or whatever.
So you only watched it because you were familiar with the actress?
Well, I only really watched it because I was half in the bag when SmackDown went off and it just came on. It was the next thing on USA.
Oh, okay. All right. So you just stumbled on it.
Yeah, I literally I was just laying there in bed and I was like, all right, got to get to sleep, got a long day tomorrow. I try to get to sleep early on Fridays so that I can have a full day on Saturday and still catch a nap, and then Sunday, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, I just was trying to get my ass to sleep, and then this show came on and I watched it, and then I found out it was her, and I was like, oh, I'm all in for this. Let me bookmark this show. I'll be watching this. And then I stayed up till like 1 a.m. because then I went back and watched the first episode because last night was episode 2. So
right.
But yeah, like it a lot. So if people are looking for something to watch, Anna Pigeon, as dumb as the name sounds.
All right. Yeah, I agree. It's just, why would you even want to watch that?
Yeah, I mean, the name is terrible. Absolutely horrible. But I'm telling you, it's a good show. Okay. It reminds me of I know you never watched this. There was a show called The Snow. It's about a train that goes through the world has collapsed and all that's left is these people on this train. Snowpiercer. It was on like TBS or something. And it was another one of them shows. If you saw it, it just looks like a train going through a fucking ice mountain thing. Looks stupid. It looks stupid. But then when you watched it, it was kick ass. It was like all kinds of, different feuds and shit going on the train, and the rich people versus the poor people, and the, plots to kill people and shit. It was great. And it lasted for Jennifer Connelly was in that one. Again, all these shows with me, there's always a female chick in these shows that I'm like into. So I'm like, I'll watch this.
I hope it's a female chick.
Yeah, well, yeah. But it's always well, you never know in today's world.
Right.
You know? But yeah, it's always for me, it's like once you dig deeper into any of these shows that I'm watching, it's like, there's some hot chick that is famous that I've watched.
Right.
You know, so.
You think Jennifer Connelly's hot?
I did at one time. I don't like her now that she's gotten older and a little more corporate-y, a little more Hollywood.
Yeah. She just came off just kind of like, I don't know. I didn't care for her at all. She just didn't.
Ooh. You didn't like her bouncing on the ball and career opportunities? Riding a little horse?
Just something about her. Just she puts off this air of just being.
Oh, I'm sure she is but you know what? She's got two things that put off that air of I want to stare at you. Those big fucking tits.
Yeah.
I like me some Jennifer Connelly in the old days. In the old days.
I just didn't find her to be all that attractive.
I don't think I'm given the full 50 to see her naked.
Yeah, she'll be on OnlyFans before you know it.
Probably so.
Did you sign up for OnlyFans to see Donna Mills?
No. I'm waiting for Barbara Eden, just like I said last week. Wait for Barbara. If Barbara Eden goes there, I'm in.
Yeah. You're all in for a 90-year-old lady.
Yes, absolutely. I'll put my tongue on a bag of sand to pretend I'm licking her pussy.
Oh God. Well, that's
Hi, Neely's new friends. How are you?
That segment we did last week, I was still laughing about that this week.
Yo, dude, that shit was hilarious.
just wrong.
Yeah, it was. It was wrong, but in the best way possible.
Yeah, it was just funny. Just funny.
Fun.
It was a good segment for the members only.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Was that a members one? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that was the third segment.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're not subscribed to the locals, you missed it last week.
Yeah, that was a damn funny segment. That really was. And the week before, and this wasn't a member segment, this was a free one, was the Beach Boys.
Yes.
That was fucking hysterical as well.
That was great.
We've been kind of back in the groove a little bit. We sort of got into a groove of just, all right, here's another album, here's another song, and all of a sudden we're getting funny again.
Yeah, well, I try to find something a little bit different. I mean, I know we're a music-centric show, and I know you scour the music pages and stuff, but when I find something weird or off,
yeah,
I like that stuff too, because it's just like, oh, here's something. Here, hey Chris, here's something fucked up.
Yeah, and I love that stuff. I mean, I love it. I just, after so many years being beaten down of, how come it's called the Classic Metal Show and you're talking about tits or whatever, it's like, well,
It kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Well, tits do, but sometimes we get off talking about car parts or something, and that doesn't really go hand in hand with classic metal.
It's a guy show. It's a guy
that is true.
Show.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the definition of what a guy is anymore is
I don't think we have any of that tune into the show anyway.
No, I don't think so. But
yeah.
New York's heavy metal titans are back! After 10 years, Anthrax unleashes their 12th studio album, Cursum Perficio, September 18th. This is the sound of legends completing their journey. Cursum Perficio, my journey is over. First single, It's for the Kids, is a buzzsaw riff monster! Explosive drums, howling hooks, and pure Anthrax destruction! Scott Ian, Charlie Benante, Frank Bello, Joey Belladonna, and Jonathan DeNice deliver the thrash masterpiece you've been waiting for. Get the 2-disc vinyl set right now, available at the bottom of your screen. Anthrax, Cursum Perficia, September 18th. This is the one you've been waiting for.